For every loved content group, there's also one that is hated by everyone. Starting with the FaZe Clan, who had it all but took it for granted. FaZe started as Legends, 2010 Call of Duty Trick Shots, a brotherhood that defined YouTube gaming. FaZe Rain, FaZe Banks, Adapt, Rug, and Apex. But over time, the dream started to rot. Contracts became lawsuits. OG members started leaving.
How are you going to be the biggest organization in the world? Leaders in this scene, pushing this scene forward, pushing this industry forward, leading by example, and you can't even take care of your members that's been in for 12 years.
And fans quickly stopped believing the Brotherhood was real. But the real nail in the coffin was when they got caught red-handed again. This time, YouTuber CoffeeZilla exposed one of their darkest scandals. Save the kids.
Save the kids token.
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 A crypto scam disguised as charity.
Save the Kids token wasn't designed to benefit kids.
In 2022, FaZe went public at $725 million, but lost over 90% of its value in a year. Despite these career-treating events, the group still managed to win the Streamer Awards 4 months later for being the best content group.
And the people goes to FaZe Clan.
Instead of using that moment to grow, they doubled down.
Got it back. Did the only thing that there was to really do, which was wipe the slate clean, hit the reset button, give this shit a fresh start. People told us we were dumb. People told me I was ruining FaZe. People asked me, who the is Lacey? Who the is Black Boy Max, Stable Ronaldo? Who the is Silky? I guess now they know. Damn!
They literally pissed on their Streamer Awards. While FaZe self-destructed in public, another group was quietly building a kingdom, AMP, or Any Means Possible. AMP is what every content house pretends to be: energy, loyalty, growth, and brotherhood. It started in 2019. 4 names: Agent 00, I Am Davis, Phantom, and Duke Dennis. NBA 2K creators with big dreams and small views. Nobody knew what AMP was, but they never stopped. In mid-2020, Kai Cenat joined AMP and things took a turn for the better.
We finally here. We here. By any means possible, we are here.
On November 12th, 2024, Kai became the #1 most subscribed Twitch streamer. And even did collabs with famous celebrities. Then, Kai won Streamer of the Year.
AMP, Agent, Duke, Phantom, Chris, Davis, I love y'all. I wish I was here.
And he won it back to back.
My team, Brianna, Chris, AMP, everybody who support me.
AMP won Best Lifestyle Group, then Best Content Organization.
Hey man, we started this about 3-4 years ago with the goal of just building together something that we all collectively own, and at the core of it was just fantastic content. For a while, man, we felt like the underdogs, man, but it feels fantastic to finally be recognized. Appreciate it.
AMP is what happens when loyalty, consistency, and vibes collide. But for every house that's loved for what they built, there's one that gets hated for what they destroyed. Like the Bop House, a content house that started off with 8 OF models gaining fame through drama instead of loyalty. On December 9th, 2024, Sophie Rain and Aisha Sophie would officially launch the Bop House. In just 2 months, the Bop House gained over 3 million followers, but their downfall began after featuring underage influencer Piper Raquel. Fans went insane, calling them out for exploiting her, and soon after one of the members, Joy May, couldn't take it and decided to quit.
It is about Piper, because one thing about me is that I'm never gonna do anything associated with a minor. Like, it is ridiculous that the Bop House would even do that when there's so many other people you can collab with that is overage.
But 3 days later, Aisha quickly tried to save the situation.
You know what, guys? I would be just as mad as you if Piper was joining the Bop House, but that's not what's happening, and that's not reality.
They still kept posting with Piper, but when their followers dropped by almost 50%, they were forced to scrub their past by deleting old videos. But what's even worse is that Piper wasn't the only underage member to be affected by the group. One member's younger brother got bullied over it.
So when you leave here to go to Miami, you're living out your life. But
yeah,
then you just forget you just forget whatever happened in North Carolina and what happens to me at school. Like I get like bullied, but not like bullied, like punched at, but people just say shit and that pisses me off. And like I just wish that stopped, because whatever you doing here affects me at North Carolina.
While the Bop House is being hated for exploiting minors, Beta Squad is loved for their determination to grow. On February 14th, 2019, Beta Squad appeared. 5 British YouTubers, Nico, Chunks, AJ, Sharky, and King Kenny. Just friends who wanted to make banger videos together.
Yes, my people, it's Chunks here, and welcome to the new Beta Squad house.
They moved into a $5 million mansion, got evicted, moved again, and somehow kept the content machine running.
We're getting evicted. The court has issued a warrant to write and take possession of the property and land above. A warrant gives the county bailiffs authority to evict you by the 7th of February.
Their last two, guess the challenges, showed their unique chemistry and showed why they are one of the most loved content groups on YouTube. In December 2023, they hit 8 million subs, and their next goal was already hit a few months later.
That's insane!
But while Beta Squad thrived on genuine chemistry, the same thing can't be said for Team 10. Jake Paul launched Team 10 in May 2016 with a Hollywood mansion and a promise to build the next generation of creators, with members like Alyssa Violet, Niels Visser, and the Dobre twins. For a minute, Team 10 looked unstoppable. Views, drama, clout, cash, but behind the scenes.
What's going on right now? Basically this, Jake's kicking me out. He didn't want to wait for me to get my apartment, which I'm getting in a couple days, so he threw all my stuff downstairs and put a lock on the door.
A few moments later, Jake claimed that he did it because Alyssa had cheated on him. Alyssa responded by exposing Jake as a toxic boyfriend and house leader.
If you're not up by 10 a.m. filming, then like you get fined $50 and like you have to pay $50. Like no alcohol at the house, or you get fined $500. No smoking. Every single guest that you had over had to be approved by Jake. Niels would always ask to have friends over. He's like, yeah, that's fine. But the second I asked to have like a guy over, he would be like, no, absolutely not. And I'd be like, why? He'd be like, I just don't want him here. But then he would have girls over like all the time in front of me and be on camera, be like, hi guys. And then like the second the camera was off, I hated him. I hated him.
Jake responded the only way he knew how, clout chasing with a diss track featuring Tessa Brooks and the Martinez twins, but it didn't age well. Then came the financial abuse.
He was like, no, you guys cannot move because it's gonna be like Alice's thing, or like the people that they left Team 10. And we're like, no, that's not true. Like, I want to just have my privacy. Please, please.
Worse, they were manipulated into humiliating themselves for content.
Like, people is gonna laugh, you're gonna get a lot of followers, whatever.
While Team 10 exploded from the inside, Dude Perfect stood strong as the total opposite. 5 friends, 0 drama, 100 million fans, and somehow after 15 years, still standing. What started as 5 guys goofing around doing trick shots in their backyard became one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world, boasting over 60 million subscribers. From going to space to breaking Guinness World Records.
It never gets old, I lost it! Taste of what it looks like to see off the edge. Here we go. Sketchy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, that's all the way down. This is the world's highest basketball shot. Are you kidding me?
These guys should get a world record for breaking the most world records in one video. Dude Perfect has never seemed to stop surprising their fans, and they've proven it time and again, whether through insane challenges or their work with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, where they've granted over 20 wishes.
We're Dude Perfect. I'm Dylan. Welcome to Make-A-Wish Edition. Here we go.
And this has made them one of the most loved groups in YouTube, with a comment stating, "These guys are truly the best YouTubers you'll find, doing this kind of stuff for kids like this. It really warms my heart to see this." While other creators chased clout, Dude Perfect built an empire out of precision and friendship. Same guys, same vibe, for over a decade. Unlike the Vlog Squad, whose wild antics would lead to their tragic downfall. The Vlog Squad started in 2015. Led by ex-Viner David Dobrik, they created content that was chaotic, addictive, and full of surprise. Fast cars.
And the school bus.
Flashy stunts. By 2019, they won the award for the Best Assemble Cast.
We are like so incredibly grateful that we get to do this, and the fact that we get to do this all together and that we have such a strong friend group around is like, it means like the entire world.
By 2020, everything cracked when one of their stunts went too far. Where member Jeff Wittek ended up in critical condition, and David Dobrik stayed silent. For almost a year, Dobrik dodged accountability, only crawling out with a half-assed apology in March 2021 after sponsors bailed. Because he just backed Dirty Dom, a former Vlog squad member accused of grape. Fans weren't fooled. They knew Dobrik's sorry was about saving his own ass, not Jeff's shattered skull. It took another year of pressure before he finally addressed the life-altering wreck he helped cause.
He got hurt because I was driving. That's it. And I know that. And like I said, I would, any chance I would get, I would take that back. Any chance I would get. And that'll be the biggest regret of my life, my entire life. I really hope there's not a moment that I regret as much as that one.
David got slapped with a $10 million lawsuit, and when the dust settled, YouTube's golden boy was gone. 3 years later, his comeback flopped. The Vlog squad was already rotting in its grave. Unlike the Sidemen, who accidentally became legends just by being themselves. In 2013, a group of UK boys, KSI, Mini Minter, TBJ, ZL, Zerka, Bazinga, Vicstar123, and W2S formed the Sidemen. By 2016, they moved into a house and started filming together. From viral Tinder videos to stadium-sized charity matches, they kept raising the bar, which led to a big milestone. Until 1 year later, the group was rocked by their first major controversy.
I'm no longer with the Sidemen. I will be going solo, I guess.
Which led to a back and forth of diss tracks from all of the Sidemen members. But KSI ended it all after revealing that it was all fake.
It was fake, motherfucker!
That stunt only proved one thing. These guys were next level entertainers. Then a year later, the Sidemen show came to life, where they compete against celebrities' guests. While their channel continued to grow by their unique content such as Tinder in Real Life and 20-woman VS1 Sidemen, which led the group hitting a huge milestone in December 1st, 2020.
You ready?
Alright,
3, 2, 1.
Let's
go!
Jeez! Look at this bad boy! Damn!
They even got their own Netflix reality show.
Sidemen's first ever reality show. One house, 7 days.
10 contestants.
But while the Sidemen turned chaos into comedy, another group called the Hype House was proving that not all hype lasts forever. The Hype House was supposed to be the ultimate TikTok dream, co-founded by Chase Hudson and Thomas Petrov in 2019, bringing together the biggest creators under one roof. At first it worked. The D'Amelios, Addison Rae, Avani Gregg all moved in, and the clout skyrocketed. Not until March 2020, when Daisy spilled the tea, the hype had almost peaced out, first revealing that she had invested a lot of money in the house.
Each put down $18K, Thomas put down about $5K, and Alex and Cover put about $5K as well.
And got no credit for doing so.
And then I get a call from my lawyer/manager, and he told me, Daisy, aren't you a co-founder? Why you weren't given any recognition at all? All these news articles are saying that Thomas and Chase are the ones that started it, that Chase put down all of the money. This is when Thomas started to do really sketchy shit. He wouldn't give access to any of the emails. There was no transparency at all. We had no idea what brand deals were coming, if they were actually just a product for exposure collaboration, and we had no idea if they were paid or not.
Shortly after, Daisy sued the Hype House, and that's when things started falling apart. Then Tony Lopez got exposed for things. Underage victims came forward, and soon lawsuits piled up. Chase dipped, and Thomas was left holding the mess. Members like the D'Amelio sisters left the Hype House, which leaves the internet laughing as their hype burns, literally. But while some influencer houses collapsed under drama, offline TV thrived by doing the opposite. Offline TV was formed in 2017 by Skara, Chris Chan, and Pokimane. It became a safe place for content creators and gamers.
Hi, I'm Saikuno, and I'm happy to present the best content organization.
It's offline TV.
They quickly skyrocketed to 1 million subs. However, in 2020, FedMister was accused of misconduct when 2 members, Yvonne and Little Pichu, came forward with allegations of inappropriate advances. Shortly after, Pokimane soon spoke out in their defense.
The guy informed me that Fed told him that we were together when we weren't, and that he told the guy not to tell anyone. That was the first time that Fed just like massively broke my trust.
Skara and the rest of the team didn't wait to take action on him.
Fed is no longer a part of OTV, and he has left the house. And he's been gone for a couple of days. This is because of allegations against him. Confirmed allegations of what he did to members in the house, as well as our friend group.
Instead of crumbling, they doubled down. Collabs took off with streamers of other groups like Valkyrie, forming Offline TV and Friends. Even when members left, they left with love.
I have a last minute present for you that